Hi YouTube, I am finally back and I'm ready to tell you guys my labor and delivery story of the twins. I have my Taco Bell here. I have the avocado, something crispy chicken burrito, and I'm gonna be eating while I do this. It's like a mukbang kind of. And then some of these dulce de leche Cinnabon thingies, little delights or whatever, and then my drink. So this is gonna be a long one, so if you guys wanna get your drinks or whatever, some coffee, I suggest you do that and then we'll get started. Okay, so let me see, where do I begin? So it was July 19th, just like a regular, I think it was I wanna say a Saturday. And I just started having some contractions. Here's my burrito, it's really good. Anyway, these contractions were painless and they were every 5 minutes. So I kind of knew like these are Braxton Hicks, but also with Braxton Hicks, at any point they could like turn into real labor. So I was nervous. My IPs were not here yet. They're from overseas, or my IP. And so I was like super nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Like I had a lot of anxiety. Cause you know with twins, they come early sometimes. I mean, at this point I wanna say 35 weeks pregnant at this time. Yeah, and so I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And so I just like laid down and I just relaxed. And then I also messaged my IP, the intended father. And he was doing something like having a party or something because a lot of changes that are going on in his life. No, I'm not gonna say that, I'm gonna cut that out. Then it took a while to get a response, but then he was like, are you sure? Is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, everything's fine. I think it's Braxton Hicks, but I just wanted to let you know because I just, I wanted to make sure that if anything happened, like he would be prepared. And so that's what I left it on. I was like, I'll let you know if anything changes. And so through the night, I had those contractions. Oh, and I have my notes here, so that's what I'm looking at. Those contractions went on every 5 minutes, no pain, just like that pressure, that tightening pressure that you feel. Every 5 minutes for like 4 hours. So I didn't get any sleep like that night because I was just like wondering like, when is it gonna transition or change into real labor? I don't know. And then I finally like moved to my right side and fell asleep. And the contractions went away. And I was like, so happy. I was like, okay, we have more time. And then the next day I get a message from my intended father. And he's like, I changed my flight time, I'm coming. Like he wanted to make sure that he was there, for his baby's birth. So, and we didn't know, like with twins, it's like so up in the air. They come when they're ready, like in labor and delivery, you can't really say unless you have like a scheduled induction or a scheduled C-section, which I had. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys that. I had a schedule, I think I maybe did in my last video. I was scheduled for C-section August 7th. So like this was before my scheduled time and before they were considered full term. Just looking through my notes because it was like over the course of some days. So I don't want to forget or leave anything out. Okay, so then the IP came like, it must have been like the next night he got on a plane and he was here like so fast, which was amazing. And that made me feel so like good and like, okay, everything's gonna be okay. Like everything's ready. And so I was like, that put me at ease and that was fun. And then we invited him over to our house and we got to spend time together and like kind of connect. And like after like this whole year of communicating and getting to know each other and going through like all these medical processes, we finally got to meet. And it was so amazing and so nice. And my family just loves him. And he's like the best, like really the best. I couldn't ask for a better intended father. And so he came to our house, Dan cooked dinner and he was just like doing so good. taking care of me like he's done this whole time. Like, I can't stress enough how important it is to have a person, your support person, really being there for you, and like really like their goals are aligning with your goals. And it just helps so much, because he, being a twin pregnancy, it was like really hard on me. And there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't do, and he took care of everything, and he's been taking care of everything even now. Oh, and I forgot to say, today is Sunday the 3rd, August 3rd. So I still didn't tell you the day of the birth, but we're getting there. Okay, sorry. I'm getting off topic. Okay. So my IP arrives, and then like a couple days later, I have an appointment, and he comes and picks me up at my house, which is out of the way, brings me to the doctor's appointment. We get to have that appointment together the first time, like being together and like him being a part of that process, which was so nice. He took me to the appointment. Oh, okay. Got to meet that doctor, but through the whole course of this pregnancy, I haven't had a consistent like caregiver. The MFM, the doctor that I saw for high risk pregnancy, because twins and IVF and my age, that was Dr. McCarthy, and I did see her through the whole thing. So I did have one like kind of constant person like checking up on me, but usually it was like all kinds of different doctors. So I guess that's the way they do it here in my city. So he goes with me to my appointment, and at that appointment I asked for the GBS swab, because I was having like early labor. So I was like, let's get that done in case the babies want to come early. And then also they checked my cervix. My cervix, I guess she said it was high. Is it high? No, closed and hard or something like that. Like it wasn't softened yet, and no dilation. That was on Tuesday. So then we go through the rest of the week and everything's fine. I do have like Braxton Hicks like every other night for like an hour. Hi YouTube. It's the 26th of July, 10 at night, and I'm starting to have some like contractions. Here's the belly. I don't know if this is it or not, but I know last week I had prodromal labor or false labor. It went away, and I've been having like contractions all week, but nothing's sticking, and it's just like not happening. I don't know why, but hopefully I'm having some contractions and they feel pretty good. They're not consistent, so hopefully they'll get consistent and we'll be having these twins soon, hopefully. Here's the bump, and I'll let you guys know as we go each day. Hopefully go to the hospital tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow probably, maybe, hopefully, if these pick up and turn into real labor. But yeah, fingers crossed that we're at the end of the finish line. Okay, see you guys later. July 27th, I woke up with no contractions. I went for a little walk this morning and I'm feeling good. I'm starting to have like a little bit of contractions, but they're not close together and they're not any kind of consistent. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. Like my body's revving up like to get labor started. But we're still just moving along, going. Oh yeah, also I want to say about this video, I'm gonna add clips, like a lot of different like multimedia type of clips, like video. Also, I'm gonna be adding photos, and like this video is gonna be literally all over the place, like all kinds of things, because during the labor and everything, like it was so like intense, and I think like I dissociated a lot of it, so I wasn't picking up my phone at all, like no. And then I didn't even think to like ask Dayton to do it either. I was just like trying to make it through the pain. Okay, so Sunday comes. I'm just like wondering like what's gonna happen, when are we gonna going to labor. At this time, I'm 36 weeks and like 3 days, or 36 and 4 or something like that, which is almost, you know, at, for twins, 37 weeks is considered full term. So we're like right there, just a couple days away. And then so Sunday morning, I just go for like a light walk in the morning when it's not hot outside, and just stretch my legs, move my body, nothing crazy. And then when I get home, I'm resting. On Sundays, Dan usually takes the kids to church, and I stay home because I've just been like on the couch resting, like trying to keep the babies in. And so let's see what time it was. About 12 o'clock, I start feeling contractions. But these contractions are different. They're every 3 minutes apart, and they actually feel like pain. Like the pain I was feeling was like that tightening of like your abdomen area. And then like pressure in like in your downstairs area. Like it felt like period cramps, but also like a downward pushing. I don't know like how to explain it. It's crazy. Like it's hard to explain. So I'm like, okay, this is probably it. And let's see. I just stay in the house and I just like lay down and rest, like do all the things that I did last time when I had the Braxton Hicks. Just like drinking water, drinking a bunch of water, staying hydrated, resting, laying on my side, and relaxing. Trying to like just kind of go through it. And so it was like that. And then Dane got home from church and I was like, I think I need to go be checked because I feel like I'm in labor. Here's this little dulce de leche. Oh, they're so good. Oh my gosh. So we get like everything ready. Mia's watching the kids, my oldest daughter. And so we tell them like our goodbyes and saying like, you go to the hospital, might be having the babies. But this time, like the pain was like, out of 10, it was probably like a 5. It was very like light, but it was still different. Like it was still it was pain. Like you could feel the pain and the pressure and the pain as well. And I heard that like with twins that labor can go fast. So I was like, oh, I don't want to be having these babies in the car. I don't want like to not be in a hospital setting. And I knew that my intended father was like an hour away. So I was like, but also with labor, it could go either way. It could be like 24 hours or it could be like 3 hours. So I had no idea. Like the unknown is so crazy. Like it just makes you feel so uneasy. So they are really good. I got 12, but I don't think I can eat them all. I'm just gonna finish this one. So anyway. Oh, that was a lot of flavor. So we get to triage. I'm in pain, but it's okay. Like Dayton drops me off at the door and I walk myself in, and then he goes parks the car. Right, like they see me right away. Like what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And then they take me right into triage. And then the nurse comes and checks me and she's like, your blood, everything looks good. She could see that I was having contractions on the strip thing. They found the baby's heart rates right away. And usually with twins, it's kind of hard because they move around. And it's hard to find like the heartbeat and then stay there. But the babies did really great. They were both head down. Oh yeah, they also took me for an ultrasound. Oh, wait, that's later. And they put the monitors on, everything like that. And then she checked me and she said, well, excuse me, you're 3 centimeters. So it's only 3 centimeters at that time. But I was like feeling it, you know what I mean? And the pain at that time, like just stayed at that level, like a 5, 6. And then Jane came in and he sat there with me. We were there for like a couple of hours. I was communicating with the intended father, what's going on, like what I'm feeling and everything like that. And like how I was 3 centimeters dilated. So from Tuesday to Sunday, I dilated 3 centimeters. So, you know, like it was clear to see that my body was in labor, but we didn't know like how long it would take. Like it was early stages of labor. And at the hospital, everybody knows they're not going to keep you there unless you're like, I want to say 5 centimeters or something like that. So they sent me home, and I was like, oh no, don't send me home, because I wanted to get the epidural like as soon as I was able to, because I didn't want to deal with that pain, you know, like it's crazy. Like the last labor where I had, well, everything on one side, like I just wanted like a nice low pain, low drama labor and delivery. And like, you know, with no bad outcomes, like everybody's healthy, everything's good. That's all I wanted. So I let the intended father know, like, okay, they're sending me home and I'll let you know if anything changes. I'm still having contractions, but I'm gonna go home. And so I think at that time the contractions were still 5 minutes apart. We get home, and then I eat a slice of pizza because I knew, or I thought, like, you know, when you go in there, you're hungry and you might be in labor for a long time, and then you don't get to eat and you need your energy. So I ate this pizza. That was a bad idea. And it was like a sausage pizza. It was like the kind of pizza that has sausage and olives and all kinds of stuff on it. Like, bad idea. Anyway, so then I get there, I get home, and my mom's there. I get to see her. She's home, visiting from out of state, so it was really nice to be able to like see her and hug her and like have her there to comfort me, because you know, nobody can comfort you like your mom. Then I get into the bath because I was like, okay, a lot of people like say take a bath and it's like it helps and everything like that, but when I got in that bath, the pain ramped up and those contractions started coming quicker, like immediately. Like I stuck my foot in there and it was like, oh, so much pain. I was like, okay, this is different. Like this is a different level. And obviously closer together. So I was like, okay, we're making some progress here. That's what I thought, at least. Felt like we were making some progress in that moment, because the pain was ramping up, and also like the consistency of the contractions. So I got out of the bath, and then I got on, like, got dressed and everything, and then I sat on the birthing ball, thinking like that would help with the pain. It didn't. I feel so bad because Juliet was like trying to comfort, or I don't know what she was doing, but she was like trying to like touch me and stuff and like love on me, and I was like, no, please go away, please don't touch me. And I felt so bad because she was worried for me, but I was like, you know, something about that pain makes you a different person. Like it makes you the different version of yourself, let's just say. Like it made me the like more like, don't touch me, like a cat like hiding away to have their babies type of a thing. And so I was just like, I felt so bad, like I love you, but I don't want you touching me right now. And so I was going through that pain, and then Mia was supposed to be here to watch the kids so that we could go to the hospital, or like, you know, whatever happened like during the labor. So she was taking a while to get here, and I was like, oh, I want to go to the hospital. But actually it was fine, because when she got here, we went to the hospital, they checked me, and I was still at like a 3.5 or something like that. And I was like, oh my God. And then right when I got into the bed, like after she started like placing all the monitors on, I started throwing up everywhere, like everything in me. That whole piece of olives in there, like I saw it, it was gross. Like the smell of puke everywhere, like it was getting all over me. And I was throwing up. I think it was the pain and stuff like that, because it was so painful. And then obviously, I don't know, my body did not want that pizza in there. And so that happened. And then the contractions were just hurting me so bad. And so yeah, she checked me. I was at a 3. And so I just like got my little fan and I was like putting it on my head, just trying to like get out of my body. That's when the disassociation happened, when I was just like, I'm not here. I was not dealing with this. And then we were there. She gave me an IV because, I mean, some fluids, because all that throwing up and stuff, she said that I was getting dehydrated. So she gave me that, and then just left me alone for a little while. I want to say, what time was that? I don't remember. I think we went back at 5. Yeah, we went back at 5. So 5 p.m. We were in there and I was just like actively laboring every 3 minutes, like painful contractions. And I was like, oh, and then they started to like, after she gave me the IV bag, they kind of like started to space out a little and they weren't as intense. So I was like, okay, they're going to go away. Like these are Braxton Hicks. They're just going to go away and they're going to send me home. So in my mind, I was like, okay, good. Cause I don't want to do this anymore. This is too painful and I'm dying. So, that happens, but they're still pretty spicy. Like they're hurting, but they're just not as intense. And then they probably like stretched out from 3 minutes to like 4 minutes. So they were still like pretty consistent, but they had time in between for me to just be like, oh, okay. And then she came back in before she was gonna let us go and she checked me and I was at a 5, 5.5. And she's like, you're progressing. I was like, oh, thank you, God. Like, oh my gosh. She's like, we're gonna admit you. And I was like, yes. I was like, I want the epidural. Like I made that very clear. Like I want the epidural as soon as we can have it. So at that time, Dane messaged the intended father and let him know like, okay, this is happening. We're at 5 centimeters. And with me, usually in my labor and delivery, once I get to 6, it takes like 10 minutes, 15 minutes for me to get to 10. So we knew like this is gonna move pretty quick now. And so they wheeled me back over to the labor and delivery, our own room. And then the doctor to give me my epidural was right there waiting for me. And they said, first you gotta get an IV bag. We have to wait for your blood work to come in. And the doctor was like, no, it's fine. I'm gonna do it. And I was like, oh, what a precious angel from above. Like, oh my God. And so I have scoliosis. So usually with epidural, it's like really tough to get in. Like they have to poke me like 20 times or something like that. But this time I told him, I was like, I have scoliosis. And so through the whole, like, once he put the needle in, he was like, do you feel it here? Do you feel it there? Like just to figure out like how my spine is curving so he could get in there right. And he tried once, he had to take it out, and then he tried again and he got it right in. So I feel like if you're a mommy with scoliosis and you go in, make sure you tell them and you communicate with them that you have scoliosis. And then through the process, let them know what you're feeling and what's going on. Because when you have that like kind of twisted spine, it could be they think it's going in straight, but it could be going into the left or to the right. So you got to really let them know and then talk. And he was just like so amazing. He got it in, the pain started going away. And she checked me after he got the epidural thing in, and I was at 8 already. So from 5 to 8 in like 20 minutes, like everything was moving pretty quick. And then my intended father came with his mom and they checked me again, and the water bag, I guess, was bulging and I was 10 centimeters dilated, but the baby was like still kind of high. So the doctor said that she wanted to wait to break my water till the baby came down more. So we were waiting, like probably 2 hours, and nothing was happening. And that doctor got off of her shift. And so a new doctor came in and he was like, yeah, let's break the water. Let's get this going. And we were so happy for that because we were just like sitting, but it was nice though, because it gave me a chance to like take a little nap and for the IP to get comfortable and everything like to settle down so it wasn't so hectic, you know? And so he broke my water, and then we started doing practice pushes. And I'm doing them, and I with epidural, like I couldn't feel anything. Like I couldn't feel pushing. So we paused the epidural, and once they started, like I was able to feel the contractions. I was pushing with them and working with the pain, and then we got baby to like come right down. So they wheeled me into the operating room, which they do with all twins. And like within 15 minutes of being in there, we pushed out baby girl, and she came out just perfect and beautiful. And then like shortly after, the doctor was like, okay, time to push again. And I was like, what, already? Oh, like I thought I would have like some time to like collect myself. But no, like it was just boom. And then the baby boy was out, and I was just like laying there because I was on the operating table, because they put you on the operating table for this type of delivery. and like there's nothing you can do really. So I was just watching the IP with his babies for the first time, and just like it's just like magical. Like that is the moment I feel like most of us surrogates do this for, like that moment when you see a family like living their dream and like fulfilling their dream of having a child. Like there's literally nothing like it. Like you feel like just cloud nine. I don't even know how to like really explain it. It's beautiful. It's an amazing thing. And then so I'm in there, and then I had like a little tear, just like one stitch or something. So he stitches me up, and we wait there. And then I get to hold baby girl, and we take her over to her grandmother. And the baby boy unfortunately had to go to the NICU. It wasn't that serious, but he did have some issues with his breathing, I believe. So the daddy went with his son, and we took baby girl to her grandmother. And we waited in there and just like kind of recovered. It was really nice. And then we got to go to our room. And I got to carry the baby girl also again down the hall to the, I forgot what it is, couplet care or something like that? Yeah, couplet care. And then give her to her family. And that was so sweet and so precious, and she's so perfect and beautiful. And I just felt so good inside. Like I still feel just so satisfied and so complete, like being able to do that, even though now I'm in the postpartum phase, and that's a whole nother video because that's a whole nother thing. But I'm doing great. Dan and I stayed in our room, the couplet care room, for one night. Was it one night or 2 nights? No, okay. Oh, we got in our room like, I want to say 4 or 5 a.m. And then we had that whole day one night, and we were discharged the next day. And I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. I'm trying to pump and establish my milk so I can help, support feed the babies, especially twins. It's a lot. So I'm doing my best trying to get my milk supply up. That'll also be another video. I'm still very swollen. Like you can see, like my eyelids are swollen, my hands are swollen, my feet are so swollen, really bad. My feet, legs, and ankles are so swollen and gross. Wow. But I feel like I'm healing nicely. And this time is a lot different as a second time surrogate. Like I actually feel like I'm more prepared this time. Last time, I didn't know what I would feel like. I didn't know what it would be like at all, because it's something I'd never done. But this time I feel like way more sense of peace and accomplishment than I did last time, because I know what I'm doing, basically. So yeah, this will probably be my last journey, but it has been beautiful and it has been wonderful, and I love it. And I love the family that I got to help. They're so amazing and so beautiful and appreciative, and like the way that they like make me feel is like so good. Like there's nothing like it. There's literally nothing like it. Mommies, if you want or are thinking about being a surrogate, just do it. Do it. And always, I think in this case, like when you're working with parents, and like it's hard for them too, because they don't get to be as involved sometimes with all the processes, especially if they're from overseas. So just like kind of going with the flow and having patience for each other is really important. And like obviously communication. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna insert like videos and pictures and clips and things like that throughout this video. We had the babies. Just got into my couplet care room. Dana's resting, and I'm gonna take a little rest. But I wanted to show you what the nurses gave me. I did it. We back, twins. Got a little snack, some juice, water, ice, some graham crackers. That's satisfying. I think I'm gonna take a nap now. I'll talk to you guys and tell you the story soon. This is our first breakfast at the Women Infant Pavilion in Lancaster. Let me show you. Just very simple and good. I'm gonna eat this raisin bread And then maybe some of this. Looks good though. You guys, this is my lunch today. I have some delicious fruit and yogurt, some soup. It's gonna be really good for me. A little dessert. I think it's a mousse, peanut butter mousse, and veggie sticks with ranch. This looks so good. And just a water. This looks so good and nourishing for my body, and I'm trying to pump, so hopefully this will help get things going. So good. This is my first night's dinner. It looks so good. It's beef with peppers, I think, rice, soup, and a brownie and water. And then Dane's bringing me some sushi, so I'm gonna eat the sushi first, and if I'm still hungry, then I'll eat this. So Dane went and got sushi for us, right?
Big tuna.
Big tuna. Do you want to show what you got?
Let's see what I got here.
Oh, that looks good.
That's you.
Okay.
I think that's a cow.
Ooh,
That looks amazing.
that looks so fresh.
There's shrimp tempura and
Ooh. Some sauce too. Good one.
Philadelphia roll right here.
Oh, okay.
So that's one roll. That's one. That's two rolls.
I think Philadelphia is yours. So here's the sushi.
Do you want soy?
And I'm gonna try this. It's called a
Lemon drop.
Oh, there's raw in there. Oh, okay. Whoops. Here we go. And cooked. It's a mix. Yep.
Cooked. Gross. Very gross.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Try my stomach. Did they give us a napkin? Tempura shrimp. My last bio. Vegetable soup. Yum. And that's pretty much my beautiful birth story. It was a beautiful thing, and I'm so glad that I did it, and I'm so glad that I was able to be a part of this process for their family, because it's like, it is life-changing. It's something you can do that will like fulfill you forever. Like, I'll never look back with regrets on being a surrogate, never, because it's been amazing. There is hardship, like it is hard, and there are a lot of things that I missed with my kids because I was pregnant and I was dealing with being pregnant and I couldn't do it. But it was all for like a really beautiful and really sweet reason, and I will make it up to my kids for sure. I'll make sure that they feel like it was a benefit to them too, because it's gonna be a benefit to our whole family, and I'll make up for the time that we lost. So, well, I've always been here, but I haven't been able to like go to the beach with them this summer, or do things like that. And I'll definitely make up for it though in the future with them. But yeah, that's our beautiful surrogate twin birth story. Thank you guys so much for going along with me through this journey. I know I have not been consistent and it's been really hard for me, but I tried to share as much as I could, and I will continue to share more. So look for a postpartum video next week. I'm gonna say that right now, and I'm gonna hold myself to it. More consistency with my videos, and pumping videos, and also postpartum videos and things like that. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.